Good morning, Caroline Bilton with you here on BBC Radio Humberside. It's Sunday breakfast and it's lovely to have your company. Interfaith Week starts today and has a number of aims, including strengthening interfaith relations and increasing understanding between people of religious and non-religious belief. This week, members of the Muslim community in Hull celebrated the festival of Eid, the festival of sacrifice, and extended the invitation to everyone to join in the celebrations at the Springbank Community Centre. Salik is the regional coordinator for Islamic Relief. And Judy Murden asked him if there was any sense of diluting his own faith by encouraging others to understand it and vice versa.
Absolutely not. I think the more we know and the more we learn about each other, the better it will be for ourselves and for the wider community. I think it's important that people do understand some of the different aspects of each other's religions. And it's not just about non-Muslims learning about Islamic faith and Islamic cultural activities and events, but also Muslims should take the initiative as well to learn about other people's faiths and other people's celebrations around the year. So the fact that we're getting non-Muslims and the wider community involved, I think is a fantastic thing to do. And I really back the whole idea of interfaith activities, because the only reason there is segregation and seclusion is because of a lack of understanding. And you will always get those people who are not willing to come forward and learn about each other's faiths. But I think if we can provide those opportunities where they wouldn't normally exist, it's only going to benefit them. And when they do come and learn about other people's faiths, it will break down those barriers and allow them to be more involved and learn more about each other.
I mean, sometimes you get the sense that you are pushing against an open door when there are people willing to hear. But what about those people who seem to want to stay deaf, who don't want to understand, who want to stay in their own little bubble? How do you reach out to them?
Some people have a lot of misconceptions, not just about Islam but other faiths as well, and some people don't have the knowledge and awareness of different issues. So you will always have that group of people. The only thing we can really do is be proactive and try to promote the good work and try to advertise and get the word out that we are doing something positive, and it is an opportunity for you to get involved and learn something. And a lot of people base their knowledge and the perceptions on what they see in the media or what they hear from their friends or what they've heard through generations. And of course, because the demographics of Hull has changed rapidly over the last decade, it's important that other people do accept the new communities that are emerging and understand their backgrounds and where they come from, so that they can get on better with each other. And we've had that problem where new people have come in, there's been misunderstanding and misconception, there's been a lot of problems, and it's cost a lot in terms of time and energy to kind of resolve those issues and get people on board and get people to communicate effectively with each other. So this is again a way of getting people involved and a way of breaking down barriers. So I think the more we can promote positive activities, the more we will get people on board, and that's all we can really do.
It's great looking around and seeing the range of activities, the different people all getting together. Sue, you're very much part of what happens here at the centre. How much have you learned about each other, about the similarities and the differences between different groups who use the centre?
Well, the important thing with the community centre is it's a place for community celebration, and I think a lot of the time different groups come in but there's not much interaction between the groups. Events like this, particularly because you've got children, young people, adults, older people, you've got the intergenerational stuff. I think that's what you need really to break down the barriers, really.
So you're talking about different nationalities, different faith groups,
different age groups,
staying separate.
No, I'm talking about them all coming together. But yes. Traditionally they do stay very separate unless you organise events like this, which actually quite easily bring people all together. I think it's not very difficult, providing you sort of come together and celebrate together.
You're listening to BBC Radio Humberside.